Okay. Very excited to see your enthusiasm. So many people here, and yeah, really nice to have you here. I see so many non-Indians also, which means that so many people are interested in learning about ChatGPT. And thank you, thank you. So for some of you may know me, some of you may not. I'll give a short introduction to people who don't know me. I'm an Indian YouTuber with around 14 million followers on my main YouTube channel, where I create educational explanatory videos. And I also have a travel logging channel on the side. And apart from that, I have Dhruv Rathee Academy, where I have a ChatGPT course. I'm very passionate about ChatGPT. Ever since it launched in November 2022, I've been almost a daily user of ChatGPT, and hence I feel like I wanted to make this workshop on ChatGPT. A small overview of what kind of videos I make for the people who don't know me. It's basically explanatory videos on all sorts of topics. The theme of the channel is I break down complex issues into simple words. And a small overview of the course that I have. For people who have already bought the course, all the Indians and Pakistanis or South Asians who have bought the course, it will be different. This workshop will be focused more towards content creators and people who want to become content creators. This course was more on daily life usage as an employee, as a student, as a business owner, or as a homemaker. So, ChatGPT. I hope everyone here knows what ChatGPT is. That's why everyone came to this workshop. But how many of you have used ChatGPT at least once? Raise your hands. Okay, almost everyone.
Daily.
Yeah, so that was my next question. How many of you have used ChatGPT on a daily basis? Wow.
Every 3 hours.
That's good. And how many of you have not used ChatGPT at all? Is there someone like that here? Okay, two people. Interesting. I think after this workshop you'll start using ChatGPT. Not because I'm not paid by OpenAI or ChatGPT or something. It's because I passionately believe that this is a revolutionary technology. I feel that it's as revolutionary as the internet itself. If from the year 2000 to 2020, if internet was defined by Google was always the face of the internet. I believe that in the next 20 years, from 2022 to 2040, artificial intelligence will be the face of the internet. And we don't know if ChatGPT is going to stay for that long or not, but right now it seems like it's the top application that's going to become the face of the internet in the coming years. So, before we move on, I want to ask some questions about people who use it regularly. I want to know what is the typical use case. You raised your hand. So, what do you use it for?
I am a personal branding strategist. So, I explore ChatGPT to understand the voice of my clients. I analyze their voice by inputting all of their data. And then ChatGPT helps me quicker to understand the sentiment, the tone they are using. Then it helps me creating the content for them.
How do you upload the voice of someone?
Okay, that's a very good question.
Yeah. Can everyone hear her actually? No.
Sorry.
Is there a mic we can give to her? This one? It doesn't work. Hello? Yeah, try it.
Okay, so the question was, how do I upload the voice of my customers? I have seen few videos where they say that you download the transcripts of their videos. Whatever content they are uploading in whatever form, you convert them into text and put them in PDF files or document files and upload them on ChatGPT. And then analyzes it with the proper prompts as you will be teaching them better.
That's a very expert level usage already.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, are there any challenges that you face while using it?
Currently, from this session, what I'm looking is how can I structure the prompts better, so that in one prompt itself I can get the output what I want.
Okay, yeah, I think I will be teaching about that, yeah.
Of those prompts and defining what I want.
Interesting. Is there anyone else who wants to answer? Maybe you can pass the mic.
I use it for my schoolwork, my uni work for projects, and then doing my work for.
You make it do your work? You answer homework questions with that?
We get to summarize many papers, so we just upload the file and I just summarize everything.
Okay, interesting. Are there any challenges you face with ChatGPT?
Not yet, because we have the ChatGPT 4, so it does the work.
It does the work, okay. One more question, person we can talk to, yeah.
I use it for the captions.
Okay.
My social media posts, whatever videos I make. I use ChatGPT. I write few things where I'm not able to, if I'm grammatically wrong or something like that. I use few keywords. I explain in my whatever is going in my head.
Yeah, that's a very typical use case. Yeah, that's a good example.
Yes, it simplifies it, and I copy and paste the captions.
And do you face any challenges while doing that?
At times, yes. At times, the words which are coming in the words which ChatGPT gives me, I myself don't understand. It's not that simple.
Okay, yeah. We will talk about that in this workshop. That's interesting to know. Okay, let me proceed. We can have a Q&A session at the end. So, a brief overview of people who haven't used it that much. ChatGPT is really, really popular. This small graph shows you it's a graphic showing different social media websites or different popular websites. How long did they take to reach 1 million users? Netflix, for example, launched in 1999, took 3.5 years to reach 1 million users. Facebook, launched in 2004, took 10 months to reach 1 million users. Instagram took 2.5 months, and ChatGPT took only 5 days. By this, you can understand how popular ChatGPT has become worldwide as of now. So this whole course, this whole workshop is going to be structured as like 6 to 7 different tips and tricks I want to show you, which I feel like at least even if you are an expert level here of ChatGPT user, I think there will be at least 1 or 2 things you will learn which you did not know before. Before we proceed with the first trick, I have a challenge for everyone here. There are 2 texts on here, and I want you to guess which of these texts is written by a human and which of these texts is written by an AI, written by ChatGPT. Both these texts are about me applying for a babysitter position at someone. It's an imaginary situation. And for people who can't read at the back, can everyone read at the back actually? Okay, but maybe people who are standing over there, I can just read a few paragraphs. The first text says, "Dear parent, my name is Dhruv, and as a devoted and seasoned babysitter, I'm committed to enhancing the lives of children with a strong focus on their safety and well-being. Aware of your requirement for a part-time babysitter, I'm eager to positively influence your children's daily experiences. In our fast-paced world, the role of a babysitter is invaluable in providing consistent and nurturing care. I'm enthusiastic about the possibility of joining your family and contributing to the joyful and enriching upbringing of your children. Warm regards, Dhruv." Many of you think it's written by ChatGPT. Let me read out the second one also. "Hi, I'm Dhruv, interested in your part-time babysitting role. I have a friendly and caring approach with experience in creating fun and safe environment for kids. I'm flexible with schedules and keen to adapt to your family's needs. I'd love to chat more about how I can help, perhaps over a call or a quick meetup. Looking forward to the opportunity. Best, Dhruv." So who all of you think the first text is written by ChatGPT? Raise your hands. Most of you. And who thinks that the second one is written by ChatGPT? A bit less people. I would personally think that the first one is written by ChatGPT also, because it sounds a bit unnatural and a bit weird. But the thing is, both of them are written by ChatGPT. Yeah. The trick is, the difference here is the type of prompting that has been done here. Does everyone know what prompts mean? Yes. Yeah, prompts are basically the things you ask ChatGPT. The first one, you ask a one-line question to ChatGPT, "Write me an email for applying for a babysitter job," and that's what you get. But the second one is more specific, where it's more personalized. It sounds like a human. No one would think that that's written by a ChatGPT. But the question here is, why does the first text feel AI generated? And it's because it has unnatural language. It's very generic sounding. It's too over the top. No one, if I apply for a babysitting job, I won't be writing like that. If you apply for a babysitting job, you won't write like in that professional ways. You would write, this is the language like, aware of your requirement for a part-time babysitter, I'm eager to positively influence your children's daily experiences. This is how you would apply for a job of a CEO, or how you would write to the Queen of England, but not to applying for a babysitter's job. It's over-explained. It's too professional and not appropriate for the situation, and it's also impersonal, lacking uniqueness and personality. So what's the solution? We come to the before we come to the solution. This is the biggest mistake that most people make while using ChatGPT. And in here you see a screenshot of an email I received a few weeks ago showing this biggest mistake. A live example of that. I've of course blurred the person who sent me the email, their name and email address. But this email was basically sent to me applying for a subtitles position on my YouTube channel. This person wanted to write subtitles for my YouTube channel. But look at the language they wrote here. The email literally starts with, hello. In the dynamic world of YouTube, subtitles play a pivotal role in enhancing viewer engagement and accessibility. Integrating subtitles into your videos beyond mere transcription caters to a broader audience, including those with hearing impairments or language barriers. No one writes like that. I did not ask for an essay on subtitles. My subtitles are important here. And the interesting thing is, like, as someone who uses ChatGPT, I can of course tell this email is written by ChatGPT. But the interesting thing is I can also tell where the ChatGPT output stops and where this person's original writing begins. Because below this point, you can see the font is changing. The font size increases and the language is completely different. How much time will it take? I will do your work in just 1 hour. Here is the sample of my work that relates to your video on YouTube channel. Until here, there was not a single grammatical mistake. Everything was perfect, professional, and suddenly, when the person writes themselves, you can see what their original writing is. So, how to avoid this biggest mistake? I have the first tip here for this workshop, which is to teach it your writing style. You literally use an email that was actually written by you. Teach that writing style to ChatGPT. Feed that email into ChatGPT and say that this is how I write emails. Learn this writing style. And in this writing style, write me an email exactly, or for a babysitting job, or for whatever reason you need it. So doing this, you will always have a personal touch. Don't be lazy. Do not use the AI output as it is. Or what you can do is use ChatGPT only for grammatical checking and making it sound more professional. Write the email yourself and then use ChatGPT to correct grammar and stuff. So what happened in this second email is basically I fed my own writing style to ChatGPT, and that's why the output it gave was more to the point, direct, and more appropriate for the situation. So now we come to tip number 2. How many of you know that ChatGPT has a voice feature? You can talk to ChatGPT with voice. Not that many of you. Surprising. So it's available on the Android or iOS app on the phone for people who have, of course, bought the ChatGPT Plus subscription. And the best use case for